What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on the beginning of this work week Monday. I'm doing real good myself. What we're going to get into today is what the scientists are doing behind their closed doors. Gene splicing with the fish, bringing things back from the dead that should have been dead, the cloning and all that. Basically, just bringing forth the Most High's prophecy of what they're going to be doing, in these end times, And this is just more proof. And thanks to the sister, big shout out to her, Queen I Know Who I Am, for sending me this particular story right here. Let's first check out this fish right here. Fish with human teeth. A sheephead caught in Melbourne, Florida, has killer smile. That's what it, entails, it says here. But let's check this out.
3 pounds. This thing's a beast. Look at the teeth on it. Yep.
Human teeth. Look at that. Now, before we go into the next article, let's talk about this one a little bit. Now y'all see that this thing has human teeth. It's definitely a fish that I would not want to catch, and I would not want to eat. Far as I know, fish is not supposed to have human teeth. Okay. Now we know where these mermaids and all that kind of stuff come from. Ancient, days of old. Basically Nephilim, Poseidon, and all that. This so-called mythological creature that was made half man and half fish with this big fork, pitchfork and all that. Yeah, they were doing DNA splicing way back then. This is proof of it. Now, to get into this little small article right here, it says a Florida fisherman could not believe his eyes when he reeled in a catch and saw that it sported a mouthful of human-like teeth. The odd creature was reportedly caught by Paul Lore as he was fishing off the coast of Melbourne, and he sized up the particular catch. The man observed that the zebra pattern creature was like a snap type fish, very compact but meaty. Lauren then looked into the creature's mouth and was taken aback by what he saw. And as we saw the same thing, those teeth, teeth on top of teeth, and it was human, This is crazy, But to continue, the teeth can only be described as human teeth, human-like teeth, he said. But upon further inspection, you'll notice they have rows of these teeth like a shark. Untimely, he mused that it was one of the weirdest fish I have encountered. You'd think, just based off the appearance. As for the nature of the odd creature, Laura indicated that it is a sheephead. What's that? Crustacean eating fish that uses this unique set of teeth to crack open the shells of its prey. Okay, there's the logical explanation. But this fish was caught in Florida right here. Florida, you don't think that you be out there and catch fish like this, but I did some other research on the fish, and yeah, there's a lot of them out there like this one. Even more bigger fish got human teeth. Now let's get into this next story right here. You look at this ferret right here, and you be like, okay, it's just a ferret. You know what I mean? Looks normal and every damn thing. But guess what? This particular article, it says the ferret died 33 years ago. Scientists just brought her back to life. Now, what these scientists are doing is definitely an abomination. Okay? It is, a brand new clone black-footed ferret is bringing diverse genes back to a small group. When a Willa, it says when Willa, the ferret, died in 1998, scientists froze her with hopes to return her genetic material to the ferret species. All black-footed ferrets today were bred from a group of just 7 surviving animals. For the first time, scientists have cloned an endangered U.S. species, a black-footed ferret named Elizabeth Ann, whose donor has been dead for more than 30 years. I don't want no animal around me like this. This animal is soulless. And most people would say, well, ain't animals soulless anyway? No, animals have souls. You know, they all have, you can get like German Shepherds, for example, or any dog. And all of them have a difference about them and how, even if they look alike in everything thing, how they do things, how they express themselves, basically the way they think. That's their spirit, you see? Just like us as human beings, we all have our different intellect, you see? And that's the way it is with animals. This thing is soulless right here. This is not a good thing. But to continue, after original ferret Willa died in 1988, scientists froze her body to preserve her genetic material, hoping to someday perform an experiment like this. While a domesticated ferret carried the clone embryo, the new ferret, who is being raised at a Fish and Wildlife Service black-footed ferret breeding facility in Fort Collins, Colorado, is still very wild, with all the instincts and aggression that suggest. Okay, goes on to say here, this is a fresh success story for the black-footed ferret, which has become emblematic of how well conservation and repopulation efforts can work. First, scientists thought the ferret was extinct after frustrated ranchers poisoned almost all of the animals in the wild. Then the population grew from a group of just a few, so there are about 1,000 wild black ferrets today, plus populations in wildlife preserves, zoos, and other supervised programs. Guess what though? Okay, this thing then is supposed to be extinct. Okay, but thanks to their, Frankenstein-like science, they bringing them back. And all of those beasts, those wild, big, scary beast-like animals, you want to call them back in the day, saber-toothed tigers, dinosaurs, and those things did roam the earth. They're finding bones of them, getting DNA off of them. Guess what? They are cloning them, bringing them back too. All right. See, that's where the old adage, what goes around comes around. What was before shall be again. Also, the giants. Yeah, the monstrous Nephilim giants. They're finding their bones too, and they're bringing them back. We are in the days of Noah. And the days of Noah are very, very scary days. But I digress. To continue, Willa was a special animal even before she died because of the way black-footed ferrets came back from believed extinction. Each animal was precious to the genetic diversity, and with it, the robustness, and trait vigor of the entire new population. So freezing Willa was a way to preserve an important genetic specimen in order for future scientists to find a way to bring those genes back to the group. When Willa died, the Wyoming Game and Fish Department sent her tissues to a frozen zoo run by San Diego Zoo Global that maintains cells from more than 1,100 species and subspecies worldwide. The Associated Press, Mead Groover reports. They got a video down here. We're going to check that out too. But let's finish this article. For now, cloning Willa is a huge help, but that's not the end of the plans for the frozen animals like her. So you got more, and ain't no telling how many they got. More of these abominable creatures, okay? To continue, eventually scientists may be able to modify those genes to help cloned animals survive. Groover writes. Willa's genes were fertilized into an embryo and then carried by a regular domestic ferret who gave birth to Elizabeth Ann. A fellow black footed ferret didn't carry the embryo because of the regular risk associated with pregnancy. With the success of this procedure, animals conservators feel more confident about bringing back other specimens, including those that will require genetic patching or modification in order to even be successfully cloned. All right. Now, like I say too, they're doing this with people, and those people are soulless. They have no soul. They have no soul. This is crazy, man. See, instead of science getting cures for all these diseases that they got, they rather be doing like a bunch of abominable deeds, like bringing animals back that has no business being brought back. Okay, and making Frankensteins in laboratories. Okay. In conclusion, right here, if this conjures memories of Jurassic Park, and I know a lot of y'all seen that, and look what the hell they brung back then. So that's what I'm talking about. But to continue, you're not alone. Fears of unintended consequences are valid, but animals like pigeons, and the dodo went extinct because of human irresponsibility, not some specific feature of their ecosystem or climate. Scientists say the benefits of raising the dead outweigh the drawbacks, even if only so that other researchers can study a passenger pigeon in real life instead of textbooks. Okay? Mammals are easier to clone than birds. The scientists say because birds lay eggs that add complexity to the cloning process. Having Willa's genetic material back in the mix could make the black-footed ferret more genetically robust and prepared to survive in the wild for some future clone passenger pigeon. We might use domestic pigeons' genes to make them more robust. I think y'all need to be stopped. Y'all need to be stopped. Let's check out this video right here. Cut down that old music. Elizabeth Ann should not be. This is an abomination you're looking at. Ain't nothing cool about this thing right here. If it ain't made naturally by the Most High, it has no business of, being even in existence. That's just what it is. So yes, people, we are living in what is said the days of Noah. This is proof right here. A clone ferret for, openers. And I can, like I said before, I can assure you there are clone other things that shouldn't be in existence. For all we know, some of the very people shit we work next to, we go through our day-to-day lives around, just pass by, every day on the streets. Could be clones. Who knows, man? You look at some of these people's eyes and they seem soulless these days. Ain't nothing too bad that they won't do. Hell, they could be clones. Who knows? But I'm telling you this. Make sure, for those of you that haven't repented, to repent and seek the Most High as much as you possibly can. Get as close to Him as you possibly can. Get under His wing because, hey, we're coming into some seriously trying times, okay? Very scary times. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this particular story right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, your views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is James. Oh, please remember, people, that we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.